Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To all the YouTubers, viewers, and the RipRightHD disciples, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a muscle up. Stay tuned.
مفتوح للاجتهادات التقليد هذا حد العالم هذا طالب هذا راسخ والى اخره.
Now this is a muscle up tutorial not for beginners but for people who already have the strength but they don't have the technique. So they have the strength but they lack the technique. So I may give you 2 or 3 progression exercises that you can do to eventually get the muscle up, but at the moment I'm going to be focused on those who are strong enough but lack the technique. So I'm going to show you a muscle up and show you exactly from this angle what my feet are doing. Now people tell you, oh, you shouldn't kick, oh, you shouldn't do this, oh, you shouldn't do that. There's no one probably in the history of muscle ups that can show me the muscle up evolution of their particular self that they didn't start off kicking. Eventually you're gonna straighten up if you decide to straighten up, and once you get stronger. Perfect form comes with strength. The one who is weak at a particular exercise is always gonna lack perfect form. So now I got a bar here, so I'm gonna swing a little bit because this is one of the techniques to getting the muscle up. You wanna swing. You see that swing there? Your feet going out, here, boom. Then you lock in your shoulders in, here. Then you want to act like you closing the trunk. So I'm going to come up. See that? First you might have to kick. Then you're going to come down, look, swing back out, back up. Back down. So the technique, if you can see my feet, people lack the technique because they're trying to do a pull-up the same exact way they're trying to do a muscle-up. You'll never get a muscle-up going straight like this. No, you have to go on an angle. It has to curve. So what you want to do is, like I said, you want to swing forward and then come this way like you're locking the trunk. So you have your body slanted off the bar going this way. So when you slant, lock. You have to tension up. So you have to control your swing. So you swing forward and then control it. And then from that controlling, you just push back, out, up, and over, right? And you also got to remember, one of the hardest parts of the muscle up is rotating that wrist. You have to rotate the wrist. They have what we call a false grip. When you're doing a muscle up, as far as false grip is concerned, you don't have to rotate the wrist because it's already in that position. A false grip is this. This is a false grip. Having your hand already over the bar. Do you see that? Having your hand already over the bar. So look, by the time you come up, you don't gotta twist because your wrist is already in that position. So if you're doing muscle ups like that, yes, in that case it's easier. But for some people, most people, they're not gonna do their muscle ups like that. They're gonna use standard grip. Now with the standard grip, you know that once you get to a certain height, then you have to twist. Okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you an explosive pull-up in which you can get to the muscle up. So you want to do these as much as you can. Anytime you're doing pull-ups, you want to try to do explosive pull-ups so that you can eventually get to that muscle up if you're not there yet. And like I said, this is really for a person who has the strength already. He can do 15, 20, 30 pull-ups straight with good form. This is for this person. So now you want to do the explosive pull-ups to at least your chest. And if you go higher, your belly button is perfect. Because if you're doing pull-ups, explosive pull-ups to your belly button, then that means that you can do a muscle up. It's no different. So explosive, explosive, explosive. That's one of the ways. Now, if you can't do explosives, then I have a next one for you. You can't go wrong with a resistance band. Added assistance. So if you have the strength to do a muscle up, but you lack the technique, and you need some assistance, use a resistance band. If you can't do explosive pull-ups, use a resistance band. So like I said, with the muscle up, look, kick forward, come down, kick forward, come down in that curve. In that curve. And if you're not there yet, then you stick with the explosives. So you hear, going high, going high. So the muscle up is not something impossible. It's not something hard to really get. I'm not an expert at doing muscle ups, but it's not rocket science. So the first thing you want to do is, if you have the strength, use the resistance band. Use the one that's extra heavy so it can give you more momentum. And then after a while, use a lighter one. Then after you start doing that, then try to do it yourself. And you might have to kick. And I'm gonna show you the perfect timing and when you should kick. Pay attention. Okay, you swinging here, right? Like I said, swinging. Now, kick right here. See that? Enough to propel you up. So soon as you go to pull, you want to kick. And after a while, your knees are going to go lower and lower and lower until you start to do the muscle up without kicking at all. Okay, YouTubers and viewers, I hope that helped. If it did, like, subscribe, and pass it on to a friend. I appreciate all the love and the support.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh